Henry, have you seen John Wick 3?
I haven't seen John Wick 2 or John Wick.
What?
You haven't seen John
I
Wick?
haven't seen John Wick, yeah.
What?
Is
You
it really
fucking
that
love
good?
John Wick.
Is it really that
I
good?
love Keanu.
What? You haven't seen John Wick, but you love Keanu.
I guess I'll start by saying I was really disappointed with number 3. 1, I loved. 2 was still good and decent. 3, I don't know if I'm getting old, but it was just too much shooting and like constant shooting. Oh, here's another battle, shoot. Like I kept reading like, oh, the choreography was amazing, but I didn't there were maybe 1 or 2 fights that were cool, but like the one scene when he goes with the chick, I think it was Charlize Theron, and yeah, they just fight.
Halle Berry?
Yeah, one of them, and they just fight. It was
that was the most boring part of that movie.
Okay.
With her.
Yeah.
It was like once they started fighting the
Yeah.
guys in turbans, it was
Yeah.
like. It was like literally 100 guys that are dressed exactly the same come at them each time. Like, oh, he's up there. Oh, I shot him. Oh, he's there. I shot him.
Yeah.
Oh, I did a somersault. I shot him. It was like,
yeah.
and it was like 100 of those kills repeated. It was like nothing.
So that
they're
was
not interesting whatsoever.
Yeah.
It was like you could have done 10 of those and then they got out and they're fine. But it was like, oh no, another pack of 20.
So that was the peak of the boring battles, but
Yeah.
for me, like the rest of it was pretty the same.
Yeah. I don't remember the other John Wicks. Personally, I don't think I was the biggest fan, but I think the first one at least gives you like, there's some story and there's a reason for the fights to start. This one's like, oh yeah, in the previous movie he killed somebody on this territory, so it means he's free game. And then so the whole movie was just like, everybody try to kill John Wick, the end. Versus before it was like John Wick's on a mission to do something unless he's killing all these people. Now it was just like, everybody's trying to kill him, so he kills everybody. So 90% of the movie is him just killing.
Yeah.
And most of it wasn't that interesting.
One cool part was him fighting with the horses. He kind of like used the horses to.
Yeah,
like,
well,
that
that's
was
an
kinda
interesting.
cool.
That's a creative way of
Yeah.
actually putting him in a battle. That's
Yeah.
like, oh, we haven't seen John Wick do this before.
Yeah.
The armored guys I thought were really cool.
Right.
I did like those guys.
There was
that battle.
I really liked the concept and like parts of it were cool, but at some point it kind of got like
Getting dragged.
kind of dragged. I liked it once he got the shotguns though. That was sweet. I think the audio of the shotguns was actually really sweet.
Yeah, with the first movie definitely, there were those extreme, violent, great shootout action scenes, but they were really worth something because you saw there was a very clear objective that they were going for. You know, in that first great lobby scene, you really know what they're fighting for, and I feel like the next 2 movies it just kind of progressed to being, you know, action and shooting and shit blowing up and exciting, but you didn't quite as much care about, you know, what Keanu was fighting for in either of those. The one redeeming thing, though, was in the 3rd movie with the guys in the armor. I thought that was really exciting. The guys in the armor in Zion, when they're firing into the air at the Sentinels, that was really compelling.
In the end, Keanu does find Morpheus again, so
Yeah.
it's pretty
Full circle.
And when
Yeah,
he
full
transformed
circle.
into Jesus, that as well I feel was kind of, you know, a cop-out that he became the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Morpheus
at
was
end.
the savior. Yeah,
Well, I meant Keanu was.
Morpheus too.
Which
but-
movie? Which movies are you guys talking
Yeah,
about? Are you talking? Which
the third
movies?
one. The third one.
They definitely set up the end of the 3rd to make a 4th.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, what are you going to do now?
Well,
then it's just
yeah.
going to be like, oh, we can have a big gunfight against this syndicate or whatever
Yeah.
it is.
So I give it 2 out of 5 potatoes. So that is
Not
a
looking good.
boiled potato.
Yeah, I give it 2 out of 5 as well. Like, I could easily give it less, but I also feel like it does do what the John Wick franchise tries to do. It's like, we promise you tons of gunfights with Keanu just killing people.
Maybe it's just less sympathetic. Like now it's just this giant crime, well not crime organization, but assassin organization. And it's just like all these people who kill people and kill each other. And then before it was a dog. And it was like, he's out for revenge over his dog.
It had some
He's
heart.
right.
Had
The
some heart
first
to
time-
it. Him as a character, he was broken away from that lifestyle.
Yeah.
He was the outcast. He was someone
And he
sympathetic.
only did it because he
Yeah.
got pissed because they came and killed his dog.
2.5.
2.5.
There's like a couple boiled potatoes, And some of them got
Some
mashed.
of them got mashed.
Yeah.
What did you think
I
of the
think-
third one,
I
Henry?
think that, the first time around, there's only one Agent Smith, and so it is a big deal. It is, it is a big deal. And then by the second one, there's 100. And then by the third one, there's literally the whole planet is Agent Smith. And how is that? That's not more dramatic than killing the first one.
Yeah.
The third one, I'm going to give a 1.5 as
the
well.
third Keanu movie.
The third Keanu movie, I'm going to give a 1.5. And 2 and 3 with Keanu, I don't think were that bad, but they were pretty darn close. So 1.5.
Okay.
1.5.
And you're a fan of 1 though, right?
1 is my favorite
One's
film.
great.
1's my favorite film ever.
So it's probably like a
High
3.5
praise.
out of 4 or something.
2,
2, 2.5, and I think
That's
that's
1.5. So
the 1.5 is like.
Okay,
Did
two-
you get
two-
Matrix
John Wick
3?
3 was rated 2 by 4 people who saw it.